Testing, testing. Is this thing on? Hey, what's up? Welcome to Jodi Said It Messy Minutes. Now, I'm gonna put this out there. I'm gonna put it out there. Ever since the Queen of Radio, aka Queen of Media, has been silent, these celebrities been out of control, just messy. And I mean that brings me to the topic I want to talk about today. I want to talk about CB and Off. You know who CB is. And I am so sick of her shenanigans, okay? Like this has been going on way, way, way too long. And if our girl, the queen of radio, was around and she was talking, a lot of this stuff wouldn't be going on. I really don't think it would be going on because our folks will be holding other folks accountable and other folks be holding other folks accountable. And it's a lot of things that's not being held accountable and a lot of folks ain't being held accountable, and we're having there's a problem because we can't have everybody saying the same stuff, thinking the same stuff, doing the same stuff, and then that's when we're going to have a problem in our culture, in a black culture, or music culture, or whatever culture there is, black and brown. There's a problem, and it's going to be a problem until we start holding ourselves accountable and we start holding the people that have a voice and influencers accountable for what they're putting out there, because there's people out here that are duplicating or copying what they're seeing, and we don't, everything that you see you shouldn't be doing. I know, some people are like, well, it's for it's and giggles. Nah, it ain't about no it's and giggles. I mean, this is real life. I mean, there's entertainment over here and there's real life over here. And the toxicity, is that a word, that CB is putting on the internet is not good. It's not entertaining. It's pretty sad. It's affecting, this is real life. I mean, you're going through some real life stuff right now, CB. And people in the world that don't have as much money as you, they go through real stuff like this every single day, and they can't just bounce back. And if you're getting on the internet and you're saying, showing you having meltdowns and, just losing it and everything else, and you wishing harm on your baby daddy and talking about you allegedly want him to get hit by this, and but you wasn't saying nothing when he was hitting the back of your truck and making babies. So what's the problem here? Like the shenanigans need to stop. I don't know what's going on with your circle, if your friends or your family, or if they're afraid to say, hey, shut the internet off, shut the app off, or shut the monster off. That's what I learned from Sway. Sway taught me he knows how to turn the monster off. He told me that many, 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 many years ago. And that's what CB needs to do. You need to turn the monster off. Because if you're on social media trying to get your lick back from your baby father, your husband, or whatnot, or significant other, and your whatever you want to call them, that you're upset at, that you've been upset at for many, many years, and this ain't your first rodeo, because I read that you filed before for a divorce back in like 2020, allegedly. But this is not your first rodeo with him. So, and then after that, you've had more children, so what's the problem here? So, we need to, as a community, as you know a unit, or whatever you want to call it, we need to start holding each other accountable. We can't be on social media and spreading all this negativity and this toxic behavior, and think it's okay. It's not okay. If you're having problems at home, don't get on social media and spread it, and start telling all your business, because when you get back on social media and you guys are looking all happy joy and all that stuff and going on vacations and back together and making more babies, the people want to know, this is our relationship too. We want to know what's going on. How did this happen? One minute y'all breaking up, next minute y'all getting back together. We hear about the breakup part, but we don't hear about the getting back together part. When you're having problems at home, don't put that stuff on the social media, because folks is watching. They sit back with the popcorn, and they have, they're enjoying it, and getting the tea and sitting back. Hey girl, did you hear about CB and Off? And ooh girl, my thing is, I'm like, you on social media, blasting, Off and things like that, but the way Off is getting his lick back, it looks like he just popping up with a new chick. He's just popping up with a new girl and letting paparazzi take 1,000 photos of him while he's living his best life. you know um And CB, you're beautiful. You don't have to go. Like, you got a family. You guys are always gonna be family because you got children together. So it's time for us adults to show the young folks how to handle situations like this. Because, honey, the way you handling this situation online is not the way it should be done, and it's not very healthy for you. It's not very healthy for your followers and your fans. It's not healthy. So at some point, we have to say enough is enough. And CB, enough is enough, honey. Get yourself together. Turn off the internet. Turn the bad boy off. Turn it off. And get yourself together. If you gotta go to counseling, if you gotta get a therapist, if you gotta take a vacation, you got enough money. You should have enough money to go on a vacation. You and your kids and family members, or whoever you want to take with you. Whatever you do, surround yourself with love, because that's what you need right now. And the folks on social media right now, they're probably not. They're not showering you with love, and that's what you need, love. And when you post things on social media, the footprint is still there. People take pictures of it. People pre-record, they re-record it, and all type of things. And when you go to court, best believe what the tabloids is running on you, and the videos and the pictures and whatever else, and the posts that you're making, they're going to use that, and they can use it. So not just the CB, I'm talking to anybody and everybody that's listening to this. You have to be careful with what is put on social media. Your pictures, your videos, your whatever. It can hurt your job. It can hurt all type of things. Your whole livelihood. I mean, everything could be harmed just by what is put on social media. So don't follow everyone that you're watching on social media and follow them right off a cliff, because that's what's happening. When we're seeing what these celebrities and influencers and these people are doing, and there's people that's out here copycatting. Is that the word? Out here doing the same thing, and they're heading off the same cliff, like the blind leading the blind. Someone has to put a stop to this. Someone has to say something. Someone has to say enough is enough. And we got to start showing more love, and healing. Don't get on here and bleed on everybody else because you're cut. Heal first, then come back and be better than ever. Show us how to strive. Show us how to win. Don't get on here with your toxic behaviors and bleed on everybody else. That's toxic behavior, and enough is enough. And if the queen of radio, and if the queen of all media was able to speak and say what she wanted to say at this time, she would be on here and she would be blasting everybody for the toxic behaviors and things that's going on in our music, in television and radio and entertainment. She would be blasting all of it. Enough is enough. And this is Jodi Said It, Messy Minute. And I'm talking about CB and off. You know who they are. All right, make sure y'all tune in for the next episode of Jodi Said It, Messy Minutes. And it is what it is. Talk to you later. Peace.